Chapter 1. Reflecting on the INFJ Life. INFJs and Childhood. I don't want ordinary. It's not in my nature. Unknown. In their early years, INFJ children embody a quiet and sensitive nature. They are well-liked and nurture a steadfast presence to whomever they dedicate themselves. INFJ's parents and peers quickly recognize this characteristic. What lacks clarity is the intensely private and intricate inner life of an INFJ child. From a young age, INFJs may find themselves spending what may seem like an excessive amount of time alone. What may seem like isolation is actually imperative for an INFJ child's development. INFJs must carve out daily time away to get lost in their vast world of ideas. These children will latch themselves onto creative projects that align with their interest and immerse themselves completely. This inner world develops into what INFJs know, what consumes them, though this world is generally not shared with those around them. This time in solitude allows INFJ children to become dreamers, creators, storytellers, visionaries. They need the room to imagine, exercise creativity, and expand their mind on a regular basis. Retreating into themselves is the realm in which they operate, which is for the most part kept private. Since INFJs spend so much time in their heads, they may have difficulty in the external world. INFJs tend to form and maintain friendships with delicate care, often in the form of a smaller social circle. Despite the INFJ's regular socialization with a select few, an excessive amount of social interaction is disconcerting for an INFJ. Loud environments and crowds of people can be very stressful for such introverted beings. Parents experience increasing social pressure to enroll their children in as many activities as possible. Though coming across as well-intentioned, forcing INFJs to do more activities that involve being surrounded by more people can understandably overwhelm them. Too much time disconnected from their mind perplexes INFJs and can take a significant emotional toll. Over-involvement in the sensory world can shift the INFJ off balance, leading to impulsive, overindulgent, or compulsive behaviors such as binge eating. One's mind can be such a rich and fulfilling place, but at times can be lonely. Many INFJs feel like they are alone in the intricacy of their minds. INFJs are prone to feeling misunderstood, like no one can fully know every part of them, and it is often unclear to them why this is. For the children who have always felt different and maybe did not even know why, there is a reason. There is so much freedom when it all clicks in place. When INFJs realize that they are wired differently on purpose, they can begin to unlock their incredible potential. In reflecting on the past, INFJs can discover how they have been shaped and positioned to carry out the complexities of their personality type with intentionality and grace. Personality paradox. INFJs are contradictive. Being different causes them frustration, but makes them feel unique. They hate it, but they love it. Unknown. There is no Myers-Briggs type that better embodies the phrase personality paradox than INFJ. The quirks, loopholes, and contradictions can come off confusing to others, which can make INFJs so very difficult to get to know. These incongruencies can even be puzzling to INFJs themselves. These individuals tend to be fiercely guarded about revealing their many layers, but their depth proves central to the INFJ identity. Therefore, it is essential to build up these individuals in all their complexities. INFJ individuals embody a contrast between their intense introversion and concern for others. INFJs' hearts come alive at the prospect of aiding in others' growth and thriving. Serving and caring for those around them is their heart and joy. Yet as much as INFJs want to and do pour their energy into others, when it comes down to it, these individuals are focused internally. The all-consuming desire to invest in the people around them crashes up against the INFJ's undeniable need to recharge and reflect alone. This time is necessary for INFJs to reboot their batteries and mentally prepare to contribute all that they are to the outside world. An extreme selection process is involved in the INFJ's decision to let somebody new get to know them. Often, INFJs only allow another person to peel back their layers when trust has been built up over time. Even so, the other person will only see a snapshot of the INFJ's true self. One could think of an INFJ as an ever-rotating kaleidoscope, offering a different picture every time someone looks closely enough. It is like a secret to discover, and that secret is the INFJ's true personality. Despite the strong beliefs that lie within, INFJs may struggle with verbalizing and articulating the extent of these thoughts to others. Though INFJs are firmly rooted in their value systems, their ideas may go without recognition. Many INFJs turn to writing, which may feel to them like a more comfortable source of expression. It can prove easier for these individuals to delicately craft their viewpoints on paper, or they are more likely to feel heard and understood in entirety. Ultimately, INFJs long for people who will break down their walls, and once they do, are the most warm and caring people one will ever have the pleasure of knowing. Such a personality paradox can be difficult to navigate for INFJs themselves, as well as those who interact with them. At the same time, these contrasts are crucial in how INFJs move through the world in a distinct way in which only they can. The vast potential of INFJs. Your life will always be difficult, but your rewards can be greater than any other personality type can imagine. INFJAnonymous.com. Life as an INFJ has never been and never will be simple. To be painfully introverted in a society built for extroverts comes with challenges. INFJs are governed by intensive empathy and intuition that does not always make sense. There is frustration in living out of extreme perfectionism and unrealistic self-standards. At the same time, society needs these gentle, driven individuals who accept and embrace who they are meant to be. There is the potential for INFJs to lead the most fulfilling lives, overflowing with self-awareness, passion, and lasting impact. In order to access their potential, INFJs must gain an understanding and appreciation of their strengths and weaknesses, as well as their limitations. INFJs will unlock their potential when they awaken to their worth and give themselves full permission to become more of themselves. The following sections explore the many of the benefits of embracing introversion, tapping into intuition, empathy, and the need for structure. The way INFJs are wired offer a unique contribution to the world.